We have today Marlenea. She is 52 years old. She's been a patient for 11 years. And she started her testosterone replacement just about 4.5 months ago, the beginning of August of 2008. So what were the things that were bothering you before the testosterone replacement started?
My memory, my sexuality, pain.
What about your memory? What was happening?
I would go into a room and I would forget what I went there for. I mean, I would forget things that I never ever forgot before. I would forget what I did 5 minutes ago.
How long had that been going on?
For quite some time.
Years?
I'd say a good 2-3 years.
Okay. And the sexuality. Did you have any sexuality before the testosterone replacement?
No.
And what age did you lose it?
32.
32. Before that you were
I was
sexually fine?
Yes.
You also told me you were depressed?
Yes.
How long had that been going on?
For quite a while.
Also years?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'd say maybe about 3-4 years.
3 or 4 years. Now, the sexuality couldn't have been getting worse because you had none. But was the depression and the memory problems getting worse?
The memory was getting worse, and the sexuality, there was none at that time.
What about your energy levels?
My energy increased immensely.
No, before the shots. You had
Before the shots, I had none.
none.
I just never felt like getting out of bed.
You didn't do much.
No.
Okay, so then we started the shots, and what happened? Let's talk about one thing at a time. What about the energy?
I was shocked.
Yeah?
I went shopping, I went to stores, I did things that I never did before. You know, I was hanging out with my friends, okay, and I made a lot of new friends, and I was happy.
Made you happy?
Yeah.
And the depression gone?
Gone.
Totally?
Totally.
Totally gone. Then the memory?
Fantastic. No, I'm
Really?
serious.
Yeah.
I could not remember what I did 5 minutes before I did it.
And now?
Okay? And now, it's unbelievable. That's why I told you. I couldn't believe it. I really didn't think it would work, but it really did.
And the sexuality?
I feel sexual like I never felt in years.
You're back to where you were when you were 25 and 30.
That's right.
And you said the key word. It makes you happy. You feel happier.
Yes.
And
Much
you have a
happier.
much more active, happy life.
Oh, yes.
And you feel good.
I feel great.
I'm so happy for you. Well, thank you very much for coming and telling us. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad you're my doctor.
Thank you, and I'm glad you're my patient. We're back with Marlene because she had told me a few interesting things after we stopped the previous filming. She's noticed some changes in her character from the testosterone. You said you become more assertive?
Much more assertive.
You speak your mind better.
Oh, yes.
Is that good?
In some ways it's good, in some ways not.
Do you overdo it?
Once in a blue moon. Yeah.
Once in a blue moon. You also told me that there's a major change in how you feel about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
What's the change?
Well, I never loved myself. I didn't like the person I became. Okay? And then, I don't know, I feel great. I feel great about myself now. Why, I don't know. Okay? But since I've been coming here for the injections, it changed me.
You also changed the way you feel about other people.
Oh, yes, definitely.
In what way?
Well, I don't let people take advantage of me like I used to.
Uh-huh.
Okay? And I open my mouth when it needs to be opened, but I also became more caring as far as like giving food to somebody who would need it.
Yeah.
Okay? And, I let people make phone calls and do things, which I never did before.
So you became a more caring person
Yes.
for you and the world.
Yes. Not the world,
Well,
but
the people you know.
I was much more giving than I ever was. And much, much more assertive. I wouldn't take anybody's guff,
Anymore.
if you know what I mean. No. No. I became more tough, inside because I felt better about myself.
More self-confident?
Yes. And I knew that if I'm going to be the way I was, I'm not going to get anywhere. So, all of a sudden we started the shots for other reasons, and 2-1, I was just amazed because it really did a hell of a job on me. It did a whirl spin, which I was surprised.
Okay, well, again,
That's all I could say.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.